All honor, man. All honor the field, all honor the mindset, all honor the GOAT, right? Taking my little break, right? And today I wanted to stop and say something, right? I thought about, like I told you before, how Day told Roach on Friday after next, these be black problems. What do I mean by that? This. Let's say if you the owner of a pit bull, right? You got a little dog, a little pit bull, right? You feed the motherfucker gunpowder, all kind of shit. You train it to be active, right? Somehow, this dog get out the cage and bite someone, right? Who they gonna put to sleep? The owner or the dog? Right? So I say that to say this. When you see all these churches on the corner in the black community, question that. And why you don't see them like that in the white community? Here's why. Black folks have been manipulated to only view their atrocities in the aspects of an entity is behind this. God gonna make a way. Did he do it? Yes, he did, Lord. Ain't it good? That type shit. You see it? What the devil gonna do? The devil, right? White folks a little different. You hear me? See, they don't need no churches on their corners to pray away their issues, right? Because they know they are supremacy, like Neely Fuller Jr. say. They creating this shit. Very simple. They know who the devil is. Like I told y'all on Demon Time, right? Black folks don't get that. Cause when something go on, like when the water contaminated, such and such, or a Darren Wilson go out there, act on that, they say karma. Whites don't think like that. See, whites know white supremacy. I mean, who's behind the machine? They are well aware of their actions. Unlike Negroes, right? So, as they throwing the rocks and spitting on Martin and all that type of shit, these be their actions. Evil, demonic actions of the devil, right? The owner of the pit bull who trained them to do this, right? So why would you sit there and pray for an entity to come down and stop the hands of man, what you can actually see, what they acting on? That's what Malcolm was talking about. Be courteous, be civil. They put their hands on you by any motherfucking means, you send them to the cemetery. See, that's the original civil rights movement before the Big Six came, when they bought it out and dosed them niggas. See, when I say black problems, black folks don't take shit serious. Like I told the comrade, I say, man, I be feeling some type of way about your situation, Ozone. Do you have any regrets? So, when you see motherfuckers come out and they do the online trolling shit, they don't take shit serious. You hear me? White folks take 3% Proud Boys and all that shit serious. They take their freedom fighters serious. Black folks don't. As soon as your freedom fighters come out, they'll come out and utilize social media to say they wrong, they crazy. What the white folks gonna do, what them crackers gonna do to you, or if you rush the White House, you know what they gonna do. Yeah, you know. But somehow you crazy for standing up against the machine. Unlike the party, 66, nigga, 69, started off 65, Oakland, nigga. You hear me? All that shit that y'all like to stand on today, they stood on for the first Central Station shootout. So they overstood. Anytime we saw them motherfuckers, we moved on. Y'all don't understand that. But I go back to say this. Social imprint, social media, black problems, right? Today, this is one of y'all main problems. Social imprint. Adults have become the new motherfucking teenagers. You got all these grown motherfuckers behind fake profiles, laughing, playing games. You got the opposition coming over here emulating black folks, drawing division, chaos. You hear me? Because they know your mindset. Easily to be manipulated. You hear me? But like us, when they holler this general shit, like I told them, a lot of my comrades ain't no J. Good thing I ain't had that bitch on me at Applebee's, because we never been on formation without a caught, buddy. He'd have never made it around that motherfucking medium. Like when I was telling Jay to get off, see, doing the formation, stripping buddy ass down, or going out there to BLM when O was behind us and had to jump out in traffic and up that bitch, or going down to the BLM rally, me taking the mic, addressing sorrows, CNN never put that out there. Or after the fact, after the formation, when the tire got shot out. See, I always be saying that shit. I said, you want to know Delta? Huh? You hear me? If you really want to know him, ask him. Who was there that day the tire got shot out? Who was in the car with him? I'm talking about poise. Adjusting, general, leadership, calm down, breathe. Give me the FN, change the tire. I got it. When I got the FN, nigga, and I got the AR, and I see all these G's out here flagged up, I let them know, we finna make it out this bitch. We gonna all be some shooting motherfuckers tonight. See, that's my position. Like going up into Kentucky, when I got to drop, hey, Delta, 3% out here, when she said that shit online, if in fact want to take us out within 15 minutes, they could, yeah, because I put the kill box around them. See, before the AV shit, they already knew who I was from Kentucky. You hear me? When I got the call, yeah, citizens arrest. Jay, what do you mean by that? We're going to get him. Going to get him and do what? We're going to keep him. Jay, you know it could be a shootout, right? Yeah. Cool, no problem. No problem. For Breonna Taylor. So when the mother sit at the round table and they got that 11 million, when Otha Wallace jammed up, you hear me? I think about that. I think about all the motherfuckers I approach. Antifa hide behind the buildings and shit. Open your book bags up, let me see if any bombs and shit in there. What are y'all hiding for? You hear me? I'm dressing an old man behind the corner with the motherfucking shotgun and 100 rounds and shit, and a little blood put me up on him. Sir, are you here to count him? Because if you are, we're gonna knock your ass down within 3 seconds. You pose a threat. You hear me? Job description. Or the 6'7", 3% of that got behind the barricade. Everybody act like they don't see him. I asked a little power, I say you strapped. Cause this shit might go left. Look at this bitch. This bitch look like Michael Myers, my nigga. The 6'10" Michael. You hear me? Presence of danger. Or when Jay was up there giving that speech, who was on the side of the motherfucking courthouse addressing 3%ers? Addressing back to blue. CNN never leaked the tape. We talking about presence of danger, going off in the NFAR. You hear me? Going off in the NFAR and shit. Getting off out the window, like what the chick said online. He was shooting all out the window, yeah. I know where we at. Dark and stormy night, blah. I got that beam on that bitch like when they shot the water out the pool around this motherfucker. You hear me? Or like when the helicopters was over the house. Everybody getting timid and all a little shook up. Or like when motherfuckers went out there online, went live on Facebook, calling national security. You ever notice, whenever a bitch says something about DEFCON, they always called and talked about checking in. Nobody ever spoke on going to war. You ever notice that? You hear me? This is shit I be talking about, I be touching on when I ask the comrade. I said, how you feel about this shit? Because when we told motherfuckers, like when you asked him, he said, if I come knocking on y'all door, blood on my boots, y'all gonna let me in? Remember you asked him that? That's why I told you, chill out, my nigga. You hear me? Don't let these motherfuckers provoke you. You hear me? Because playing with us, playing with our kind, not these other kind, that's connected to the conscious community, is going to put you in a position where we got to be facing the needle 30 years, 15 years, or 7 with the BIE. See, when you connect to this conscious community shit, see, they feel like they can just put on costumes and come out in honor of their ancestors and parade around and shit, not prepared for this shit, not trained for it, don't even have a real target above ground on social media, CIA book. On these platforms that's calling out other Negroes, you don't see no white platform out here. You hear me? That's within the guerrilla movement that's out here doing all this bickering back and forth shit. Receipts. You hear me? So I tell them niggas like that, any social nigga, any nigga part of any organization, man, nigga, it's death over here. Ain't nothing to talk about. I don't give a fuck who you're a fan of, nigga. You be a fan all day. You hear me? But we ain't ducking and dodging the motherfucking system that y'all bitches been running from. How the fuck can you play with me? Black problems. Black folks don't take their tyranny serious. Only the opposition take their shit serious. That's why the Latinos out here colonizing the other side of town and shit. We've been here since the beginning. First navigators. And where we at today? Nothing. Y'all niggas today ain't built no motherfucking pyramids, left behind no monuments, left behind no WIC, no food stamp, food assistance like the Part of 66. Niggas had left behind nothing. All niggas have done was leech off the motherfucking community like BLM, 7 motherfucking million, my son and Tiffany and all them motherfuckers. You hear me? Leech off the motherfucking community, like, share, subscribe, got a motherfucking $1.5 million museum to show you old shit like Black History Month. That bitch closed down. You hear me? What y'all niggas got to leave behind today from the motherfucking movement, the so-called work that you put in? So I get 1090J when it was like, oh, I don't feel like they was really out there fighting such. Oh, I don't feel motherfuckers took them serious. Man, these be black problems. Stay in your lane, though. Stay in your lane, though. Because we talking about dead serious motherfucker when we hit Stone Mountain, motherfucker. You hear me? We came for that. Otha Wallace, 30 motherfucking years. He did that. Unlike what a blood, online blood like yourself talking about, or these conscious community niggas. Black problems. Starting off in the motherfucking household. When we talking about unity, village, you don't even get along with your own motherfucking family. Uncle, you can't stand your uncle. Sister don't like the other sister. Fucking her man and shit. Fucking the cousin man and shit. You hear me? Don't know where dad at. Uncle molesting the kids and shit. Raising the little kids to go outside, fight, beat wolves and shit. But you want to chastise them when they come home and they get the bad school report. Then you want to sit here and reward them when they get the little scholarships and shit, teaching them bullshit. Black problems. Stemming from our own selves. Black on black crime and shit, gang shit. Ain't no OGs out here. Rap community. Ain't no real rappers out here showing these niggas how to create an album, put content together. You hear me? Teaching them about the industry. CCA, private owned prisons that run the motherfucking music industry. Niggas online utilizing social media, not building themselves up, not networking like the opposition. All these motherfucking females out here, fine females, twerking, shaking ass and shit. You got a white girl, bought ass, buying hair too, blue dot, 1.3 million subs, all kinds of shit, just getting paid, all kinds of subscribers. It ain't what you do, that's how you do it. Then it's all about prestige, perception. How they making y'all motherfuckers look, what you falling into. You hear me? Black problems. That's the issue today. Like Neely Fuller Jr. say, every time I come out to a lecture or a debate, I sit there for 2 hours with my pen and pad. When I leave out, I probably got one thing marked down. No solutions. Everybody still talking about what we need to do, how we need to come together. You hear me? And we ain't made a motherfucking move yet. Black problems. Black problems. The modern black male, black woman, It's a disgrace to the ancient ancestors. Everything they put forward, Harriet, all these motherfuckers that put forward, when she said that way, I could have saved more. You hear me? The new Negro can be bought. You hear me? Spooks by that door. Judah and the Black Messiah. History shows. You hear me? And we steady turning our head to our own. History shows, nigga. Black Problems. In denial. Gullible. So naive. We love to carry on dead weight. Anchors. Polite. You hear me? Shit like that. We love to carry on Umars. You hear me? Bill Cosby's, R. Kelly's and shit. Conscious to the unconscious. That's the problem. Dead weight. You hear me? So when you come out here and you speak this shit, I don't think we can stomach that. That's why I tell my motherfucking niggas, when we talking about fighting for us, we are. Gotta reevaluate that shit. You can only fight for those that want to be fought for. You can only save those that want to be saved. Only those that feel or view that they are in a war or they are captive. Like O said, you can't make motherfuckers live this shit. Indeed. So when you see us on social media, I say that to say this. Don't forget where you found us at, motherfucker, in the wild. This YouTube shit, mere man-made habitat. You hear me? Black problems. We got to come together and fix our own motherfucking issues. I heard Trump get up there and Trump spoke some shit and I saw him. He was going away from that racism shit. I saw that. Let's see what comes from this. You hear me? But we ain't talking about awaiting no stimulus package. None of that shit. No handouts from the government. We talking about applying ourselves. We talking about the fearless rebels that ain't afraid to go out there and speak to the youth. Go out there and speak to them. Don't be trying to chastise them, tell them what to do and what to put down and shit. No, we ain't telling them to put the guns down. Trayvon was strapped, maybe he would have made it. If Ahmaud was strapped, maybe he would have made it. You hear me? Utilize your rights the same way how we came out, as Dave Chappelle said. You really want to shake the nation up? On Black America. That's what In Fact did. So whenever you out here playing, you laughing, and you think this shit a game, nigga, my mindset, I'm willing to sacrifice anything that moves behind this. Anything that moves. It can be a civilian, it could be the opposition. Anything that poses a threat. You hear me? Malcolm said, send them to the motherfucking cemetery. Remember that. You hear me? Y'all get caught up in social media. Before I go, when I went to Taharka, and why I never really pressed that shit like with Jay, Ty had to take. Send this bitch to TMZ. They try to throw that shit on me. Real shit going on behind the scenes you motherfuckers never knew, had no awareness about. I'll let that be. So when you speaking that shit, when you think bitches out here playing, always remember, Otha Wallace was one of ours. Let's go real as shit. Live and learn to die confused, motherfucker. Black Problems. Let's come together and unite and fix our issues once and for all. You hear me? Or honor the fears.